Listener discretion is advised. It's time for another Steel Revolution podcast.
Playing Steel Revolution's podcast.
Please keep in mind that the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the individuals, and they do not reflect any official view of the United Steelworkers, USW Local 105, or its officers or sub-board members for officers. Hello.
Welcome.
Sean, are we on?
Yeah, we are.
I don't know.
Fix your microphone, Lee. Oh,
I can't tell if we're on, though. I agree with Roy.
Lee's been jacking with his microphone and
Doing what with his microphone?
It was.
messing with it. Jeez.
You still hear? Is it good?
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
A little bit, but
I don't. What do you want me to do?
Just shut his microphone off. We're good. Oh, my God. It's already starting off.
Yeah. You had
It's
to put
gonna
in.
be all right.
You had to put in a warning to turn your speakers down for Lee.
Listen, they understand. As soon as they hear Lee, they get it.
Did I set this up?
no, but you're over there.
Messing with it. Not cool, dude.
Did you just come in and sit down?
That's what he
Oh, yeah,
expects.
yeah.
That's what he expects.
I turned the microphone towards me. I guess I can't do that. Thought we had better equipment than this.
Jeez.
I thought we had professionals by now.
Yeah.
You know, it's a.
You know
It's
damn
the-
well we don't.
It's Groundhog Day with him, trust me.
Yeah, it's the 131st Steel Revolution.
131.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, hey, you're welcome.
I'm Roy Hutt.
I'm Mike Nicholas.
Sean Geisens.
Lee Schaefer.
Hi, Lee.
Hello, Sean.
Welcome back, Lee.
Was he gone?
Was it back from where?
It's Groundhog Day.
Oh,
You got to help him out.
I thought you ran to the ATM.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, you like that one, Mike?
Here we go.
That was good.
All right.
This beer smells funky.
Yes, it does. It does.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
all right. We start out with something a little serious here. Shouldn't say little, but serious. So we lost a couple of union members here this week. One, Brian Grell from used to work in IPS and was working out of the storeroom. We lost him, and then was it yesterday? Lost Mike Malmstrom. So Mike was a UAW member, retiree, veteran. Did a lot with veterans charities.
Yeah, especially homeless.
Homeless, yep.
veterans.
You bet. He was always involved.
Yep.
So I'll take a moment of silence for those two, and then we'll come right back. All right, just another reminder, you never know what somebody else is going through. If you need help, ask, search it out, talk to people on the floor, and remember there's always EAP too you can call to get some help. That number, 800-454-2364. In other news, local news, the specialist roles, interviews, I think are going on in most areas, not all.
Not all yet.
But there's some. I mean, you got a lot of that are going into it, just starting it. They're going to move forward. Others are taking a little bit. They're being a little more cautious and careful, and coming up with more duties of the role rather than just posting it, which is good. So fast isn't always right. Some people are going slow, making sure it's done right. So, but they do have some interviews going. Some roles have been filled. So hopefully we can get most of them done here, I'd say by summer.
And like you said, and done correctly, the right people in the jobs, so are in the role.
So we'll continue to work on that and move forward with those specialist roles, and we'll see how it goes. I know there's definitely going to be bumps in the road, but we'll work on them, see if we can get going in a good direction with them.
Hey, who's bouncing around? I hear that bouncing going.
Not me. I'm thinking Michael.
No, it's absolutely not me.
It's driving me crazy.
I don't hear any bouncing.
Oh, I do.
And the only microphone I see moving
Is mine.
is yours.
Because somebody has ants in their pants. That's what's going on.
Okay, now it's gone.
I don't know whose it is.
Okay. You know how I get sometimes.
You're okay, Sean.
Oh. Okay. You hear
There
it?
it is. There it is.
I heard it from over there. Anyway,
I can't tell whose it is.
I can't either.
Okay.
Everything off the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Events
proceed.
calendar.
This is very professional.
Dumpster fire today. That's absolutely what we're calling this one.
We call that episode 131.
Yes.
Sean will get us out of the dumpster with his jokes
Thank you.
and puns.
You left pretty good earlier.
That last one was really good. Anyway, go ahead, Roy.
Anyway, reminder, the 2026, or the contract ends in 2026. That'd be at 12 p.m. May 16th. Have about 764 days left and 109 paychecks. So if you say $50 every week for 109 weeks, you would have $5,450. So nice chunk of change to get ready for contract, and if you don't go out, that'll probably pay for a pretty good vacation.
Yeah.
Buy us a round.
Yeah.
Just one round with that?
Well, Lee's over there with his.
What are you?
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
Oh no, I'm just saying Lee is a lightweight.
That's
Buy
curious
some
where he was going
donuts,
with
though.
that one.
Now he'll just
I was
run to the
wondering.
ATM and get it.
Oh.
Anyway, Lee, you got an update on the wage arb?
Yeah, so I believe it was the 26th and 27th of March we had our wage arbitration. First one we've had in a couple decades. I think it went pretty well. I think both the company and the union took a bit to get their feet underneath them to get this going. This arbitrator was a little more casual than I've seen in other arbitrations, but once we got that going, I thought it went well. We heard the plate mill A and the plate mill equipment operator on the first day. Something that I think went very well was actually getting the plant tour out there. The arbitrator wanted to actually go out to the areas to see exactly what's going on from what we're presenting in arbitration.
So it makes it real then for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had, I know, a union brother, Sergio Mendoza, spoke about the Millets very well. Really kind of hit home on, the company. We hear this all the time in wage. Hey, we made it easier. We've made it easier. We've made it easier. Well, the bad thing is, or the hard part is, what happens when that new system doesn't work? You have to go back to the old system, and you still need to maintain that knowledge. And Sergio really spoke well about that on, hey, each PC is different with this new program, and a lot of the times the program doesn't work like it's supposed to, so they need to know what other steps to take. So there's a lot more than just, hey, we implemented a new program and hit a
Learning
button.
curve at each
Yeah.
PC. So
Well, the company tried to say too, oh, you just hit a button and it's done. No, it's
Okay.
definitely not as easy.
give me
as
an
that.
AVO, tell me to do that. I'll
Right.
just hit a button and it's done.
Right. So we did that. We went by 11 stretcher, and then went by some other new PCs that have been added to the equipment operator classification of the plate mill. So the second day we were supposed to hear the labs. That was actually sent back to Central Committee. We have Aaron Elder is our Central Committee person, and then Jerry McNamara is the Central Committee person for the company. They will meet and discuss this more, and we may be going back to arbitration with that. So more to come on the labs, but we felt like we had a pretty good case for the labs, and we just want to make sure that we can hear all factors going forward in the arbitration to really fully hear the case. So, but all in all, I think it went well. Just got to wait for a decision, and we'll see how to proceed after that.
Thanks, Lee. Update from, well, really last contract, I'll say. So we had the opportunity last week to sit down with Melissa Miller and Michael Whitmore. So they're really the top two, right under Chris Ayers, the CEO on the HR side. We made copies of all the local issues from 2022. had them start at the back where the company had several signatures that they agreed to what was in those local issues. Flipped to page 4, said, hey, look at this. It says you were going to provide the employees access to their attendance records, their balance reports, their hours worked towards FMLA, and to hours worked towards vacation. You haven't done it. You didn't intend to. How can you look the employees in the eye and tell them anything and think they're going to believe you when you didn't do this?
Yep.
So Melissa had said, she didn't really seem to know why that it couldn't happen. We had said, hey, as far as we were concerned, you guys knew everything. It was purely you had to pay the money and it was going to be done. So we don't understand what's taken so long. You said you were going to do this back in 2023. Plant manager Jeff Wida said, hey, can you help me? Is there something else we can do, or can we do something? And we had responded, well, I'd like you to help me be able to tell the membership you didn't lie to them, and you didn't promise something you had no intention on delivering for them. So we did end up meeting, I believe it was later last week.
Yeah.
And there seems to be a change in the way they're handling this. So I'm, I'll say, cautiously optimistic, and I think that's a little strong words.
It feels to me it's almost like a 180 from that meeting. I mean, for the last almost 2 years, they've told us, first it was, yep, we're going to work on it, we're going to get it done. And then it was, well, it's going to be really expensive. Then it was, well, our systems won't allow us to do that. And then all of a sudden we have this meeting with HR and Michael Whitmore, Melissa Miller. Now, I mean, it's top priority. We're getting it done. I wouldn't say getting it done, but we're on our way there in a matter of, a couple of weeks. We're turning this ship around.
There's at least a plan, it sounds like.
Yeah, where there hasn't been for 2 years.
Yep.
Right. We, wonder here if somebody that has now since left the company was a roadblock and just said,
Correct.
no, we're not going to do it. So
Yep.
then when these upper level folks came down and they knew about it, it was like, well, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
We said we were going to do this. That's what it seems like. I hope that's what's happened. But like I said, we'll see. Hopefully sometime this summer we'll have something. So anyway, a little bit of news on that.
Definitely more to come.
I hope you're not talking about the person that left.
Excuse me.
Michael's pretty close if it's the one I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Well, see, I was thinking somebody else that Roy's pretty close to, so we'll probably have to get together with our notes and talk.
Okay. That's...
I mean, they were in a club together, so anyway,
Okay.
Culture Club?
Okay.
close. Anyway,
Okay. On hiring, I think you'll see the company taking a cautious approach for the rest of the year. This last hire group was two production, 2 journey level GMs, and then 3 apprentices.
Yep.
So, again, the first and second quarter is going to be good. It may back off on the third and fourth, so they're pretty cautious on filling the mill back up.
well, and Lee and I had a short conversation with Connie about hiring on whatever it was, Tuesday, right, Lee?
Yep.
And she says, I mean, it's good news. She has over 500 people in the pool right now. Not that they're not going to post again shortly, because they'll go through that pretty quick. But that she's starting to get more in the maintenance pool as well, which we've never had anybody in a maintenance pool. So, I mean, kudos to her for continuing to work on this stuff.
Yeah, that craft hiring has seemed to have done a 180.
It absolutely has. I told her that she's done more in the 4 months
Yeah.
than the previous person did in 3 years.
Yeah.
So we expect big things in the next 8 months. So
Yeah, she said that was part of her focus.
Yep.
To, for which, like Mike said, it's great.
no, it's great. It absolutely is great. We're getting our crafts in there, trying to get them filled. We do have, I will say it now, we do have a craft night for high school kids coming up April 30th and May 1st. They're doing 100 each night, and I was told the other day that I think they have 2 or 3 slots left in each night, so that should be good too.
Good.
And while being cautious is good, they can't be too cautious because there is a ton of people getting ready to retire between like now and August. Just
yeah.
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen the intent to retire list
That long. Yep, I agree.
So with that, Mike, you wanna talk about some safety?
Yeah, so number one, Workers' Memorial Day down here, Friday, April 26th. Doors open at 11:30. The event will start at noon. Still only expect it to last about 25 to 30 minutes at the most. We do have some other things we're going to do. We have a bench to dedicate to longtime steelworker Jerry Porter. We have a few other things going on. Probably a politician or two will be here to talk, and then as soon as the event's done, we'll have food. So looking for everybody to come, especially our committeemen, committee people, safety reps, stewards. If you're working in the plant, talk to your supervisor, talk to your managers. The emails have already been sent saying you guys should be able to come. So look for everybody there. As far as our injuries in the plant, we're at 10 recordables right now. 6 of those 10 have been hand and finger. So there's a pretty big focus right now on hand and finger injuries. They're actually Monday and Tuesday, they're going to be at the gates handing out some reminder bracelets. Take them if you want. You don't have to, but they are a reminder for hand and finger safety. Again, the managers will be out there. Some of us will be out there that signed up. So if you want to talk, we can talk about it. But again, we're also having some big mobile equipment not injuries, but incidents. We had a pretty major one in Ingot. We had a truck hit a autoette, correctly.
Yep.
And my point in this one was, the guy in the truck, they got him out. He was visibly shaken, I guess. And the direction from the person in safety was, you do not put him back in there until he is ready to go. No sooner than that person walked away, the supervisor said, get back in the truck and get to work. So again, we need to be our brothers and sisters keepers and watch out for them. And if you believe somebody else or yourself is not ready to get back on the job after an incident or start back to work, say something. Stop. Nobody's going to tell you, no, get back to work, even though you're still having issues with what happened. So if they're telling you to get back to work, reach out to your committee person, reach out to your bargaining rep, find another safety star. We can help.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Stop. We had joint training sessions with the stewards, safety reps, management was in there, and we had that this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And stop was one of the main issues, along with HP tools. And to me, what I see, some of it, we cannot accept risk. We have to stop, and we got to get things fixed.
I agree, and that was a big topic this morning at the Joint Health and Safety Committee. Bart and I brought it up about commitment from the management on stop. Everybody in that room says they're committed. We believe we're losing some communication at the supervisor level. Hey, we're all committed up top. Yep, you can stop, but there's some communication going to these supervisors that get this shit done. Get it done. So then that leaks down to the floor, and we have people that don't believe they can stop. So as a leadership group, as Safety Star Points stewards, we need to get the message out. No, you can stop. You need to stop if you're not sure. And we'll take these one-offs and discuss them. But continue to stop harder. We don't want anybody hurt. We don't want machinery broken. But number one, we don't want anybody hurt or killed. So we got to continue to stop.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to talk more about the joint training. I thought it went pretty well. We had some gaps of where some of our hourly folks, we had to get on some people to get them there.
Well, and we still had people missing it, and I think it's due to lack of scheduling.
Yep.
We got to get better. Talking to HR, they want to get better. We have another one coming up in October, but I agree with you, Lee. We had some great classes, and then we had some ones that we knew were big gaps, were huge gaps. So,
but I will say I do. The whole purpose of this was to make sure it's joint training.
Yep.
And I thought there was pretty good turnout for management to get a lot of the information they needed to get. We can go on and on about the grievances we've had to file because the company wasn't following local issues and things like that. So we did talk about that at the training, and I think hopefully that issue should get better now.
We had some great conversations. One thing that I think I'd like to see more is, the five of us were involved as bargaining reps, and Dawn was involved from management. I'd like to see more people involved, maybe people from safety, maybe other managers, because I think it means a little bit different if you see different people up there talking about different topics, that they're really buying into it, not just sitting out there in the audience. So I think we need to do better at getting more people involved. So do they.
Yep.
And I think we can do that. The next one will be, I think, middle of October is what we've got planned. So.
All right, and another thing coming up here for the local officer elections are coming up. So April 23rd at the hall from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. we'll be voting. We do have absentee ballots ready, so if you are going to be more than 50 miles away on
company or union business,
or if vacation or service in the armed forces prevents you from coming, you can get an absentee ballot.
I will say I've been getting a lot of questions. I don't know about you guys. Hey, I don't want to drive across a bridge. That's my day off. That does not count as an absentee ballot. If it's important to you, make the drive over. Some people have to drive a long way, but vote for who you want to run this union for the next 3 years. So again, hopefully we see everybody out here. I'd like to see everybody that can vote.
Yeah, your absentee ballot, you'll come down to the hall. We'll give you time where nobody's going to be watching you. Fill out your ballots. You put it in an envelope, put it in the ballot envelope. And that envelope goes in another envelope with your name on it, so the tellers can check and make sure you're eligible to vote. And then after that, you'll just sign the seal on the back of that outer envelope, and then it'll get counted.
Good to be counted.
Yep. Again, the installation of new officers is in May at the May business meetings. The next business meeting will be next Tuesday, the 16th. And then another meeting we got coming up is Your Union, Your Voice Town Hall meetings, May 15th. And the time for that meeting, there's one at 3:30 and one at 6:30 p.m. And District 11 representatives will be down here, so probably District Director Kathy Drummond, Assistant Jeff Hartford, and whoever else they have with them.
Yeah, I think they've had a few others go with them, so yeah.
Reminder, I know we've been getting quite a few people down here. They don't want those ex-spouses getting anything for a beneficiary. So reminder, if you do need to update your beneficiary information, make sure you do that with a company and down here also.
Same with your address, same with your phone number. If anything's new, call down here, get that updated. Make sure you're getting it updated with the company as well.
The third level grievances we had at the end of February, those answers were due back. The company was asked for an extension, so hopefully we will see them, within a week or so.
Yep.
Next for the I guess the grievance chair and the bargaining reps down here is to have an ARB screen and then see if we have anything going to arbitration. A reminder for attendance records, as of right now, we can't look at them ourselves, but have your coach pull them for you. If you were out on FMLA, short-term disability, pull them, make sure they're updated. If it's FMLA or that, you may need to wait a week before payroll catches up and corrects that. I do want to bring up, I've had a few of these now, or I've had two for sure, where somebody said, I called off. And then they get in and somebody from manager said, hey, you're in no-call, no-show.
I just had one this morning, yep.
It seems to be my two were FMLA call-offs. I'm not sure if that means anything or not. But they went through the app. They said they completed it through the app. They completed their call-off. And then we questioned it. And corporate says, yep, I can see they called, I can see it was complete, but it just didn't go through the system. So we'll correct it. So watch that. We do know there seems to be an issue with that. And also going right into pay and paycheck issues. Alight, the app for Alight, is having issues today, at least for being able to view your checks. So they are working on that. Let's see.
And I will say, just continue to look at your checks. If you see any problems and you don't understand it, give us a call down here. Because we have had a little bit of a rash lately, especially if you're going to retire anytime soon, you need to make sure that pay grade's correct, because they're only going to look back 10 years on your pay grades. Also, all the Iowa residents, there were some things that came out about the withholdings, and the way Iowa's doing it has changed, and so Arconic has changed their system as well. You need to look at your withholdings. You need to watch your Iowa withholdings. We did put out in the Forerunner 2 weeks ago or last week, there is a calculator on the Iowa tax site that we put the link to. Get on there and look at it, put your information in, see if it's matching up right, and then if you need to make any changes, I still believe you got to call, right, Roy? You still have to call to make your changes, so you're still going to have to call Arconic for you to make the changes.
Well, sorry, the W-4, you are able to do that.
You can get the W-4 online?
You should be able to do that online. If you can't, you can fill out the form here and we can turn it in.
We can turn it into, yeah. So if you're having problems with it and you want to make changes, or you need to make changes because there's not enough coming out, give us a call. We can kind of help you through that. Call your bargaining rep, and we can work with you. So
yeah, that's for your check, like the 15th or the 22nd of March. They did that, and so if you go back to the beginning of the year, you can see what you were withholding for Iowa. You can see what was being withheld by the company or the state. You can see if you had any extra being held, and then one of your most recent ones, you can see if you did make changes to see if it actually was submitted and entered.
And that is only for Iowa residents. They did send it out to Illinois residents. If you are in Illinois and you got the letter, throw it away. They are working on the communication between Arconic and Alight, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully just the audience that needs it will get it. But if you are in Illinois, you can just throw it away. It doesn't pertain to you.
And we do have a couple of scholarships still down here at the hall. So the Scott County Democrats came by and gave us the information for their scholarship. And then also we have the McDonald or Mac Smith Scholarship for the Iowa Federation of Labor is a partner with that. So if you have somebody looking to try to get a scholarship, we do have those two down here. Tony Pack is in got some, I guess, union classes and met somebody from Washington State.
Yep.
And that person has a autism awareness shirt that they're going to donate the proceeds of raising money with that T-shirt to autism awareness charity. So if you would like that, you can come down, pay for it here at the hall, and get your name down and your T-shirt size, and then we will put in an order. Again, the order for that is due, or the money is due, and to have your name down by Monday.
Yep, and we will order a few extra of each size, but not many. This is the second one they've done. We did them last year. They were a blue shirt, so if you remember those, very nice shirt. But again, it has to be in by Monday. We're going to send everything off and get it ordered, and hopefully they'll be in by the first couple of weeks of May. Again, great charity to go to, so if you want one, get down to the hall by Monday and get it paid for and sign up. Also, we do have an agreement with a local hotel. If there's any need to stay up here, I know I use it for bad weather, or if I'm here late and have to come in early. It's at the Clarion up on, is it Golden Leaf? Golden Leaf Drive in Bettendorf. I did stay there the last business meeting. Changed drastically from when it was the Super 8. Definitely upgraded. Very nice hotel. But we have an agreement. It's $55 for a single or a king size, and $65 if you need 2 beds in the room. You can come down here. You can call them. We do have some forms down here that have their number on them and have the basically the discount code. We're trying to get the QR code updated so you could just do it through their website. but we are working on that. So
A reminder that the hall is open from 6:30 to 2:30 Monday through Friday. That is when the office manager, Dan, will be here. He is your go-to resource for retirements. He has been busy with that.
yes,
Make sure you call the hall ahead of time, and please just don't stop by. The chances Dan may have to step out, may not be feeling good. No, we might all be at the plant for a meeting, so please call before you come so we can make sure somebody's down here to help you out with whatever your issue is. Retirees do get $175 worth of union merchandise when they retire. You can pick that up down here at the hall. Your first year of SOAR dues, the retiree committee is paid for. And your intent to retire forms are down here, so you can turn them in. That is the only thing here locally that the plant does for retirement. Anything else, Dan's either helping somebody or it's all done through a light.
yep.
So again, the intent to retire has to be turned in 3 full months before you retire, and we can help you submit that. Those SOAR meetings are the first Thursday of each month, and they start at 1:30 p.m. And another new thing that Iowa is no longer taxing retirement income. There's been a few people call down here and say, hey, I need to change my withholdings from Iowa,
Yeah.
or my Iowa tax withholdings to 0 because Iowa is no longer requiring me to, or they're no longer taxing retirement income.
Yep.
Lee, I know you had the update on the union bill that was going through the.
Yeah, that didn't make it out of committee, so at least for this session, what was it? They had to
Yes.
notify the union, or the union had to notify that, hey, they were going to take them to court if they didn't get all the names of who's in the membership or on the.
Yep.
So if that didn't make it to committee, I would be very surprised if it's not up for debate or trying to get on a bill next year. So, for now, just gets old. And I know we talk about it all the time, but a lot of these guys don't run on certain issues, and then all of a sudden they get into office and they're making all these crazy
Yep.
things, and then we got to fight back. And, I don't remember anyone ever running on child labor.
No,
Coming back.
supporting
but,
child labor.
We had to fight that, what I mean? It's just every session there's something coming up, but, we got to keep at it. Unfortunately, we just can't give up, or they'll just ram things through and we'll be stuck with whatever.
Yeah, again, that was in Iowa. That was a law in Iowa, just the latest anti-union law the Iowa lawmakers tried to get through.
Yeah. That was for public unions.
Yeah.
That they were trying to do, but hey, I think we're all weary, or leery, I should not weary, leery that what happens to them, they're probably going to try
They'll come
and
after us
come
next.
after us next.
Yep.
Yep.
One thing I did forget to mention, we do have a new T-shirt design down here right now. I've got another one coming next week, and if anybody's interested in any USW polos, those should be here within the next 2 weeks. So we've got multiple different designs of shirts that should be in within the next 2 weeks.
They have skulls on them.
Fire.
Absolutely
Flames.
none of them
Really?
have any of that, and
No fire?
Nope, and
Fire.
I'm getting ready to order another one that will not have it on there.
Why not?
So
No bones of any kind.
listen. People liked it. People liked the skulls. People liked the flames.
They did.
But,
Yeah, there's some that like
but
it.
because of some complaining, I won't mention names down here. But because of some complaining, I've stayed away from that. So. You're a monster. So we'll see how it works. The design we have in right now, I like it. The blue one with the
I like
state
that.
outline on the back, I really like
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
cool.
I think everybody will like the one that's showing up next week too. So, and again, we'll have a decent amount of USW 105 polos as well.
Somebody made a comment to me. They're like, "Oh, a new shirt." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "What? No flames or skulls on it?"
Listen,
So,
I'll
nope,
throw
not
it
this
back
one.
in there. I've got people wanting the old one with the skull with the flames coming out of the back of his head. So we'll see. We'll see here in the near future. But anyway, for the time being, we'll have at least 2 designs and some polos.
You say it's coming out of the back of his head?
You don't remember that design? Oh yeah, I know Roy does.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I still have that sweatshirt. So
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, just wanted to mention that.
I just went on the record. I never complained. I just thought you're always on fire when you had those flames going down your shirt.
Listen, I make sure I have what the members want. So I can't help it if you don't want to do that. But
I didn't.
What about
I mean,
I
I
wasn't-
didn't ever complain.
listen, I'm not saying it was you because I don't. You're not the one I'm implicating. We'll put it that way. You are absolutely not. Now, you liked one of my designs, where it said Steelworkers on the back in a certain font.
Looked
You
like
loved
the
that
Steelers.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. That was perfect.
Lee was on board with my designs.
Did it have a donut in it?
We could probably get some shirts like that, but.
Huh.
And remember, if you had perfect attendance last year, come down and get your $50 worth of merchandise. We do have hoodies. We have some mechanic shirts. Again, we'll have polos and other T-shirts. So,
Yep.
sorry.
Any new
Didn't
pint
mean to throw you
glasses
off.
or?
No, we got.
I think we need to get another
We need a
design.
new logo.
I like the logo we've been talking about,
Scott
so
Van-
let's get it.
What the Scott?
Let's get it
Scott
designed.
Van Pelt one, like.
Yeah, except for a little bit different. I do like that design.
Yep.
Why you look at me that way?
No reason.
No particular reason.
Hey, Sean.
No.
Oh no.
This
No?
is not going down like this.
No.
I feel like a
Like what?
conspiracy going on over here.
There's no conspiracy. We're working on a new design.
Do
We'll
I get?
Do I
get
need-
some input in it?
Is
That's-
it for the podcast?
Yes.
Oh, I need input. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
we'll get-
blindside me.
You
and
get
just-
1 vote out of 4.
Ain't that
Yeah.
okay?
This is democratic here.
Oh, and
All
I
votes are
agree.
equal.
Yeah.
You said no. Do I got to turn to Lee? Are you gonna trust Lee to give
No,
out
no,
this
no, no,
You're
no.
not
important
going to trust
information?
Lee to do this.
No, it's saying no to like stop. I gotta ask what's going
No, I
on
got
with
you.
this.
I got you. And you will absolutely have input in it.
Well, if it's gonna be 3 against 1.
How would
then
you know that?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, whatever. I'll see how it is.
I'm your friend, buddy.
Oh, now you are. All right. I'll see how you are.
Should we
I haven't
try
said
and,
anything about Cape Girardeau today.
You just did. So,
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
yeah, well.
should we,
Delicious. Love the toasting of the garlic. A little kiss of the sugar. Well
hey,
done.
which we've got a
Yeah, we
next
Yeah,
episode. I think we'll
we need to have something.
we got to have something going.
I
on.
am a
either
little
gotta have
hungry.
So,
We either got to have a recipe or we got to put something on the scale. We got to let some things battle it out.
Boy, I would say something, but I'm going to take the high road on that one.
something you always do. I would agree. Sean. I would agree.
Well, Lee on a scale. So,
Ooh.
so I guess I
Yeah,
went.
I'd say I'm not going there at all. Anyway, wouldn't matter.
All right, maybe I'm not your friend, buddy.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
I think you want to be my friend.
We better end this.
Yeah, please. It's,
Well played.
thank you. So you were asking where they can find us.
Yep.
They can find us on our Facebook page, SEA Revolution Podcast, USW, Local 105. Apple Podcast app, Podcast Addict for Android devices. I was making sure that was on, okay, buddy?
I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
Making sure the on-air sign was on. Google Play Music. Did I say the Android app already? Well, if I didn't, I just did.
You said it again.
There you go.
Okay. iHeartRadio app, Spotify app, YouTube, Odyssey app, Libsyn, Local's website, and the men's restroom here at Local 105.
And I will say I've been using the Spotify app, and I love it coming off of there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really easy to do. So,
I use the Apple one. So
do you?
See,
Have you-
is that how much of a professional he is?
Oh yeah.
Even when you think he skipped something and then he
Yep.
right back.
He's got it.
Smooth.
He's got it.
smooth as peanut butter.
Almost like it was planned like that.
Yeah, well, you use the app like Surian or anything like that.
I never listened to him.
You don't?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no.
Why?
I just
You're already
just
there,
don't.
right?
I mean, it depends. I mean, if we have like something like where there's a bunch of funny stuff I may, or if we do something on like the Schaefer scale, and then my family wants to listen to it, maybe
that's
we'll.
great. Yeah.
Just
Maybe
jump
we'll
to
do
that
that.
then. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I'll,
My family now listens, and this could be a point for people to listen. Is number one, how many times the word donut is said in
Oh.
the podcast.
Is it a drinking game?
And then, well, it could be, and then I don't understand why they would do this, but how many times I drop an F-bomb, which I don't ever, so
No.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But
Potty mouth.
Hey, monster! I think that's a great idea. You just had a great idea. We get more listeners because they can have a drinking game while they listen.
Oh, and hey, once we get our new glass designed,
Yeah.
maybe we could give a few away by, hey,
Yeah.
how many times did you hear this?
there you go.
Yeah, we could throw out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Great
All
idea.
Let's get there.
Well, I can't wait.
I know you can.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good, Sean.
Yeah. We'll
Well-
discuss this later.
Sounds good.
Well, until we get there, don't forget to say something good about your union.
Every day.
See ya.
Later.
See you next time.
Steel Revolution is a podcast by USW Local 105, Bettendorf, Iowa.